The power of three. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen this on the back of a chopstick holder, but basically, this is really a great analogy for the power of three simple, iconic images, or icons, if you will, to describe a concept. So one of the things I love to do is have people distill, I call it distillustration, but distill a very complex thing into three images or icons. Now you can use photography, you can use iconography that you find. I love the Noun Project for finding really great Creative Commons icons. And then of course I draw my own as well, and they're pretty minimalist. But basically, can you describe a complex thing into three simple images? Now, when I did this with students, I like to have them kind of create a slide deck of only three images and one question. And the question is something that they are left with to lead the class in a discussion. So they do some research, they distill that information into three images that are ideally metaphorical, that just prompt their discussion. There's no words on the deck. And then they craft a really interesting question and then lead the discussion. Now that's one technique. In workshops, I often use this kind of three illustration kind of motif, I guess, to do a lot of things. So one of them is called Sandbergian synthesis, and I named it after Carl Sandburg because he has this lovely quote about something plus something being a synthesis of this other thing. And so folks use note cards, just index cards like, this big, and they draw an image on each one, and it's this plus this equals this. So it gets them to think metaphorically. It gets them practice with coming up with interesting images that are poignant that they can use in slide decks, for example. And it gets them to distill something into the very essence of what it is. The ness of something is what I like to say, getting to the ness of a thing. Picasso kind of used this with his bull abstraction. He got to the bullness of the bull. So how can you practice distillustrating something into three images?